Salut tout le monde, c'est Inax, j'espère que vous allez bien. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve sur GreedFall pour continuer notre aventure. Donc nous avions commencé une enquête sur la trahison d'un hôte. On s'était fait manipuler par un capitaine. Et là on nous demandait d'interroger à nouveau son équipage pour essayer de trouver des preuves solides. D'ailleurs il est là-bas, le capitaine. C'est parti.
Your Excellency, I am so pleased to see you again.
The pleasure is shared.
Captain,
Good day, Jonas.
what can I do for you?
Alors, on a interrogé à propos du capitaine Ruben.
What do you think of your new captain?
He knows how to make people obey him and runs a tight ship. What else is there to say? He's a captain. I'm only a cabin boy.
Does he get on well with Alba?
He was suspicious of her at first, but when he saw that she was trustworthy, he treated her like one of our own. But when she disappeared, he told us that she didn't have what it takes to be a Naute. He spoke of treason, that sort of thing. I imagine he regretted having trusted her at all. Anything else, Your Excellency?
Non, c'est tout.
I'm afraid I need to be going. Watch out for yourself.
Si. On sait que
Good day.
ça avait
What can I
disparu.
do for you?
We have a few questions to ask you, Flavio.
I'm all yours, Captain.
L'interroger à propos du capitaine.
What do you think about your new captain?
He is fair, decisive, and he certainly knows the sea. But he keeps his distance, as if he wasn't a member of our species. And since we got here, it's been worse. He seems troubled. The slightest disagreement puts him over the edge. But never mind me. It's not my place to judge my captain. He's got responsibilities I can't fathom. Anything else?
I need to be off.
Ouais, il a des
Perhaps we'll
soucis.
meet later.
Farewell, then.
Il a peur de se faire attraper surtout. Quand il est toujours avec la même bouteille, le mec.
Hello, you need something?
Interroger à propos du capitaine.
What do you think about Captain Ruben?
I know what it's gonna sound like, but I liked it better when you were captain.
Thank you. Heartfelt. But tell me why.
He's a good captain, but he lacks team spirit, if you know what I mean.
He's aloof. Doesn't get along with his crew.
You're still far from the mark. To him, we're nothing more than lackeys. The only one who gets a smile from time to time is the pretty Gretchen, one of the girls from the tavern. She scratches his itch. As soon as he can, he's off to the brothel. Must cost him a right fortune. He should be careful. A debt with a coin guard is like sailing near a storm.
Lui faire part de nos soupçons. Ou le rassurer. Non, non, il a l'air d'être, ça a l'air d'être un bon gars.
When pride and debt are your masters, it can push you to desperate measures.
You afraid he might do something stupid?
Perhaps. But keep that to yourself if you would.
Anything else?
I need to go. Farewell.
Smooth sailing.
Donc, allons voir la fille de joie qui nous intéresse. Donc, bonjour. Ah bah juste là. Oh, elle est pas trop mal, ça va, Gretchen.
Hello, my darling.
Ou pas.
It's rare to see the upper crust in here. It must be my lucky day. Do you and yours want to have a good time? I could call a few friends.
I'm sorry, but I'm not here for that.
Really? What would you like then?
Interroger à propos du capitaine.
I was told that Captain Ruben liked you a lot, and that you spend a lot of time with him.
He's one of my regulars, it's true. He always asks for me. It's because I'm the sweetest.
Does he confide in you?
Sorry, my dear. But what's between my clients and me is nobody's business.
Proposer de l'argent? Non, on va pas la menacer. On va lui proposer de l'or.
Even if I offer you a sum to help you enjoy 1 or 2 quiet nights?
I would appreciate it. But I still cannot tell you the secrets between Reuben and me.
Come on. It looks like you work hard here. And I'm not asking you to betray him. Just tell me about him.
Well, it is true that a night's rest would do me good. All right. What do you want to know?
Donc, évoquer les relations de Ruben avec les autres Nautes, se renseigner sur son comportement récent, lui demander s'il lui a parlé de ses projets. Son comportement récent.
Have you noticed him change lately?
Yes. He's become impatient and anxious. He's become suspicious too.
D'accord. Ses projets.
Did he tell you about his plans?
Like everyone else, he likes building castles in the air. He told me that he would soon be someone very important and very rich. And that he would marry me. But they all say that.
Les relations avec les autres
Did
Nautes.
Reuben tell you about his relationship with his men and his superiors?
Oh yes. He's always complaining about it. He was hoping for a promotion. He wanted to be appointed fleet commander. But they only changed his ship. And the crew is nowhere near his level, and his admiral despises him. He says everyone is unfair towards him and doesn't recognize his talents, and it has turned him bitter.
Thank you, Gretchen. I'm done.
Voilà, comme ça on l'a
This
pas
man
menacé.
is a complete traitor. Bitter, dissatisfied, and anxious. We should follow him tonight. He may finally lead us to some solid proof.
D'accord. Bah, écoutez, on se rejoint là-bas à la tombée de la nuit pour le suivre. Donc,
We can see everything from here.
se poster et patienter. D'accord, donc il va falloir le suivre. Est-ce qu'il va s'arrêter ou pas? Bon, ça a pas l'air. Apparemment, il se retourne pas.
You'll find all you need in our selection, whatever you need.
Voilà, chut. Ne fais pas de bruit. Je suis une ombre dans la nuit. Habillé en bleu avec un chapeau ridicule, mais une ombre. Il va aller à la boîte morte.
Here he is, red-handed. The sellout. Shall we arrest him?
Intervenir sur le champ, attendre pour voir ce qu'il a mis dans la boîte. Non, on va
Yes,
intervenir
let's go.
maintenant.
bit of poison on my blade.
Leave it there for now.
Journal du bord du capitaine.
He was ready to sell more than just his own knowledge. There are plans for machines and ships that he must have stolen from elsewhere.
Allez, on va voir l'amiral. Que si j'avais attendu, est-ce que les plans auraient pu disparaître? Je sais pas si on reverra Alba.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
Lui parler de l'espionnage.
Captain Reuben will no longer harm the Nauts, and we have retrieved his journal and other documents. But alas, we could not identify his buyer.
A shame. But what matters is we have the documents, and Reuben
Exactement.
cannot betray
C'est ce que je
us
pensais aussi.
anymore. As for you, Alba, I owe you an apology. I should have trusted you.
You have nothing to do with
Ah,
it.
mais elle vient
The
d'arriver
captain
aussi.
did everything to make me appear guilty.
No. If we put the same trust in the volunteers as in the Seaborns, this would never have happened. We owe you a lot, Desarde. I will not forget it, nor will I forget the lesson. Be sure of it. You have my full gratitude.
Anything else?
I need to be going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Et ben voilà. Très bien. Ça conclut cette quête. Ça, on va pas le voir tout de suite. Le vilain trafic. C'est vrai qu'il y a ça aussi. Il y a celui-là. Donc on va aller à Saint-Mathéus. Directement. Ça serait sympathique. Donc je suppose que c'est à la caserne. Ouais. On prendra la porte qui est juste au-dessus. On arrive directement dans la caserne au lieu de prendre 4000 portes pour arriver au même endroit. Là au moins ça sera du direct. Allez. Et juste là.
And what can I do for you?
Lui parler de la réquisition du navire des Nautes.
Quartermaster Manfred sent me.
I was expecting such a visit, and I'm glad Manfred sent an external investigator. This commandeering business may just spell the end of the Guard. Without the Naut's transport, we are finished. I don't understand what could have happened. I can assure you that we have never issued an order to that effect. It's as if some members of the Guard obey others' commands.
We had trouble with a criminal organization within the Guard. I wouldn't be surprised if they were behind this matter once again.
Oh, this is terrible news, Your Excellency. How can we sort the good apples from the bad?
By speaking to those in charge of those in command of this town, and trying to unravel the truth from the lies.
Since you neutralized Major Herman and his gang, 3 lieutenants have been leading the troops, while waiting for a new senior officer to be appointed. They are Lieutenants Alexander, Klaus, and Ermelind.
Do you think they are honorable?
I won't vouch for them if that's what you're asking. I don't know them well enough.
Thank you, Quartermaster. I'll go and find them.
Je sens que cette quête va être vraiment compliquée. Donc les 3 sont à l'étage. Il va y avoir beaucoup de dialogue. Donc on va voir ici les dortoirs. Il y aura peut-être quelqu'un. Ici, il n'y a personne. Là, on en a un.
Hello, I am...
Desarde, legate of the merchant congregation, right? Nice to meet you, Your Excellency. Lieutenant Ermelind at your service.
Well, I didn't know I was so famous.
L'interroger sur la réquisition du navire.
Can you tell me anything about the ship that was commandeered by the guards?
A complete act of piracy, if you want my opinion.
Do you know who these guards were and under which officer they served?
No, and no soldier is missing here as far as I know. This is very strange. But since the commander's attempted coup, everything has gone to hell here. Men start muttering as soon as we have our backs turned. Some recruits have suffered violence, but refuse to name their attackers.
Do you think something is going on?
It seems obvious to me that some people took advantage of this unrest to line their own pockets.
I see. Thank you. I'll leave you to it. Farewell, Lieutenant.
Ça peut être aussi des gens qui se font passer pour des gardes.
Your Excellency, if you really want to know what's going on in this barracks, find me tonight near the church.
To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Quiet. No one must know that I spoke to you. I am Sergeant Friends, and I'm prepared to help you. Don't forget the church tonight.
D'accord, ouais, ça a l'air d'être surtout un guet-apens, mais bon. On ira quand même le voir. Donc là, on a encore un lieutenant. Klaus.
Hello, Lieutenant. Desardet, legate of the merchant congregation.
Lieutenant Klaus, what can I do for you, Your Excellency?
L'interroger sur la réquisition du navire.
I'm investigating the illegal commandeering of a Naute ship that took place here in San Mateus. Do you happen to know the men responsible and the officer they served under?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I don't know. I only took office in this city 2 weeks ago. I'm just getting to know my troops. I was sent here to remedy the lack of officers following the arrest of the commander's men. Are you sure that this commandeering is not the isolated act of a few homesick recruits?
Not totally sure, but it's very unlikely. Managing the crew of a Naute ship requires great numbers and organization.
I see. Well, in that case, sorry for not being more useful.
Farewell, Lieutenant.
Bon, lui, il sait rien. Oh, il a une hache de bataille. Bon, moi, ça fait pas partie de mon équipement, hein, mais bon. Et l'autre est un petit peu plus de ce côté. On va voir si on arrive à trouver. Non, c'est pas ce côté, donc ça doit être l'autre. La petite porte là. Et le passage au fond. Ici? Ouais. C'est ça. Donc il n'y a pas de coffre que j'ai laissé ici. Hein. Non. Alexander.
Hello, Lieutenant. My name is Desardet.
Oh, you are the legate of the congregation. You're quite the celebrity amongst our ranks. I am Lieutenant Alexander. Did you need me?
Interrogé sur la réquisition du navire.
I am conducting an investigation into the illegal commandeering of the ship the Trident. We must work fast and find out who organized this act of piracy, or we will all pay the price. Do you know the men who seized the ship and who they served under?
All I can tell you, Your Excellency, is that I'm sure they were not under my orders. As foolish as it sounds, we don't know the identity of the soldiers involved. Since our previous commander's coup attempt, there's been tremendous upheaval. We lack senior officers. The registers are not up to date, and many men are on the run. I suspect the supporters of the coup who escaped the trial may be responsible.
It's not impossible. I dealt with Major Herman, who was serving Commander Torsten, but I didn't take care of his men.
It's only an idea, of course, but one that seems most logical to me.
I'll leave you, Lieutenant. The Lieutenant's interrogation produced nothing. This sergeant is our only lead.
With this gang's reign of terror, we were lucky to have come across him.
Ouais. Et je pense comme lui, à mon avis, c'est les partisans de Herman. C'est des partisans de Herman à mon avis. Donc, du coup, on se retrouve au point de rendez-vous. Pour savoir ce qu'il veut. Si c'est un guet-apens ou pas, d'ailleurs. y est presque. Il est juste là.
Ah, here you are. I wasn't sure you'd come. That will be understandable. It's better to be wary with Egon.
What do you know about this organization?
More than I would like. I'm part of it. Now ask me any questions you want. We don't have much time.
Lui demander pourquoi il veut nous aider.
If you're part of this organization, why did you want to talk to me?
I joined this gang some time ago, without realizing the extent of their power. I naively thought that it would only be a matter of completing a few small secret protection missions. But I found myself involved in a sordid business with the young islanders. We captured them to sell them as slaves. They're very popular in brothels. I participated for a long time, without batting an eye. But I ended up bonding with one of the captured islanders. And the horror of this trafficking has finally hit home. I don't want it to happen to her.
Ouais. L'interroger sur ceux qui ont réquisitionné le navire.
Who took possession of the ship, and for what purpose?
Soldiers from the garrisons, members of Egon's organization. The boat was supposed to be used to transport the island captives to the mainland. Someone must have had enough of only being able to move a few slaves at a time, hidden in the holds. Now they've pulled this big stunt. They've not only attracted the wrath of the Nautes, but also your attention. Egon would never have made such a mistake, and he'll make the fool who did suffer dearly.
D'accord, l'interroger sur les têtes de l'organisation.
Do you know who Egon is? Or at least who runs this organization?
No, everything is very compartmentalized. Each group knows only its direct superior, never the one above. Not only do I not know the big boss, but I don't know anything about his other activities.
D'accord. Il demandait qui lui donne ses ordres.
And who gives you your orders?
Lieutenant Ermelin, that woman is ruthless. After the business with the ship, she decided to make a clean sweep, probably to avoid the wrath of Egon. She told us that we had to get rid of the islanders we still held captive. She wants to clean up behind us to avoid leaving any trace. My friend is among them. If I can't find a way to stop Ermelind, she will die.
If we want to prevent this massacre, we will have to intervene quickly. Where are the islanders held captive?
They're kept in a former logging facility on the outskirts of town.
Is it well guarded?
No, numbers are small to avoid arousing suspicion. But when Ermelin comes with her troops to get rid of the young people, it'll be a very different story.
Well, we'll take control of the operation before that happens, by getting rid of the guards. When Ermelind and her soldiers come, we will use the element of surprise to neutralize them.
With all due respect, there will be many. Are you sure you'll be able to face them?
We could ask for help from one of the native clans. The Storm Warriors, for example.
Do you think they would?
If it only involved us, I doubt it. But it's about saving their own young people. They'll also be able to give them shelter when we free them.
We will need to act quickly. I fear Ermelin will take action any moment now.
I'll go get help in Vedlug as soon as possible and take care of the operation.
Thank you. I'll arrange to be appointed as the scout for Ermelin's squad. That way I can let you know when we arrive.
We should go to Vedlug.
Yes, Storm Warriors will be a good asset.
Exactement. Ah, ça va faire plaisir, on va botter des culs. Ça fait longtemps. Ça fait longtemps. Donc, on doit faire quoi? Obtenir l'aide des Derdres, attaquer la Syrie et où sont retenus les prisonniers et libérer les prisonniers. D'accord. Bah écoutez, on se rejoint directement chez les natifs pour voir s'ils peuvent nous aider. Bon, je pense qu'ils le feront. Donc nous voilà devant la porte du chef. On va discuter avec lui. C'est quand même pour sauver son peuple. Hein.
What do you seek?
Lui demander l'aide pour libérer les jeunes emprisonnés.
I have come to ask for your help, Deirdre. A group of guards captured young natives and turned them into slaves. But now they want to get rid of them to avoid drawing attention to themselves. I want to free them and stop these guards. But we will need support from warriors.
You are our Karans. We will help you. But you have to tell me more precisely what this is about.
The prisoners are in a former logging facility near San Mateus.
I know where it is. The Renaiks massacred the forest there.
We will get rid of the guards there and release the prisoners. But if any soldiers are sent to kill them thereafter, can we rely on you to intervene?
I will send you my 2 best warriors. I can't give you any more right now. They will find you where the forest has suffered. Anything more?
Non, c'est bien. Bon, 2 de plus, hein. On dit pas non. 2 guerriers de plus. En plus, c'est des guerriers tempêtes. Donc, ils doivent bien défourailler. Donc, du coup, on va voyager.
No one passes.
I will pass without your permission.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Les clés des cellules. Sur la carte, c'est pas marqué non? Bon, de toute façon, qui a besoin de plus de monde? Hop là.
You're free.
Thank you. May the trees always bear fruits on your journey.
It was Sergeant Franz who told us where to find you.
Franz? So he kept his word. I had hoped he would.
Stay hidden here for now. We will set up a trap for the people who captured you.
Then we will fight by your side. They will pay for what they have done to us.
No, you're in no condition to fight. It's better that you stay here. When we are done with them, you can return home. Thank you for coming to lend us a hand. I'm surprised. Deirdre said that she would only send 2 warriors.
She told Esseld your story, and we wanted to come. Young people from our clan have been captured, and we believe they are here. When Xavier also sent a warrior for the same reason.
We are most grateful for your help. Thanks to you, we can stop those who captured them.
You're there. Were you able to get rid of the guards?
Yes, some. And we have released the prisoners. But there are still others that we have to defeat.
I see you've managed to bring allies. With them, we have every chance of winning. Ermelind and her troops shouldn't be long. You should take position.
On va se mettre en position. Et pas de quartier, hein.
Anything to report, Sergeant Franz?
Negative, Lieutenant. Everything is quiet.
Where did the guards go?
I don't know.
How can you not know? Hey, what's going on?
C'est la guerre! C'est la guerre!
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Attendez, c'est tout là? Bah non.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Oh, allez-y. C'est par vague. Ah, c'est tout?
We got them.
Make sure that Lieutenant Ermelind is shackled and brought back to San Mateus. She will probably be sent to New Serene to be interrogated by Manfred. She has a lot to teach us about Egon.
I hope she can help you put an end to all of this.
Can we all go home now?
Yes. We will escort you.
Greg, it's thanks to you that I realized what we were doing. I hope you'll forgive me one day for being one of those monsters. In the meantime, I will do everything I can to help stop this smuggling for good.
You are a better man than you think. Friends, when you're finished, return and see me at Wenchel.
Oh, ça promet ça.
I will be glad to see you again.
We should go. Let's report to Quartermaster Herbert.
Et mes loots? Ah, ils sont là. Pièces d'argent. Ils font bien partie de Egon. Très bien. Donc du coup, au lieutenant Alexander. Donc on se retrouve devant Alexander, c'est parti. Allez, on est arrivé.
Your Excellency, I was told you'd returned with prisoners.
Yes. Lieutenant Ermelind organized a slave trade on behalf of the organization I told you about. Her men captured natives who were then sold here or smuggled to the mainland. We also found out that they commandeered a Naute ship to speed things up.
What madness. I guess Manfred will want to have her questioned. Lieutenant Alexander, you will accompany her with some men.
Quartermaster, at your orders.
And you, Sergeant. I understand that you participated in the despicable actions of this traitor.
It's true, Quartermaster.
I recommend clemency. Without his help, we would not have discovered what this was about.
I see. You will accompany Lieutenant Alexander. Manfred would like to talk to you, but I will make sure that he knows what role you played in this case.
Thank you, Quartermaster.
Well, I'll let you get on, sirs.
Thank you very much for your help, Your Excellency. Travel safe.
Well, things seem to be in order here now. We should go and warn Manfred.
Allez, allons voir Manfred. On va se faire une petite ellipse et on se retrouve là-bas. Et voilà, nous voilà. Yo man.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
Lui faire un rapport sur ce qui s'est passé à Saint Matthäus.
I was able to clarify the story about the ship, and we arrested the person in charge.
I've already been told all this. Lieutenant Alexander came before you did. He told me the whole thing, and he didn't fail to tell me everything we owe you. I have already sent a letter to the Admiral explaining what happened and offering reparations. I hope she will forgive us. Anyway, I thank you very much. Once again, you have worked wonders, Your Excellency.
We couldn't have done anything without Sergeant Franz. He showed admirable courage. I imagine he has joined your forces.
That doesn't ring a bell. I don't think a sergeant by that name is stationed here.
Strange. It seemed to me that Quartermaster Herbert told him to come and find you.
Well, perhaps he changed his mind. With this business going on, he must be sorely lacking in men. Anyway, know that our investigation has finally paid off. Lieutenant Alexander arrested many criminals with information obtained from prisoners. You should go find him. He's with Captain Ulrich.
Captain Ulrich?
The highest-ranking captain in the garrison. He's an old man who was not often found in the field, but faced with such a scandal, he had to intervene personally.
Thank you, Manfred. I'll go find them.
C'est bizarre pour Franz. Est-ce qu'il a rejoint la Natif? Ou est-ce que Egon l'a chopé
This
avant?
arrest is good news. Let's find the captain.
Ah, Your Excellency. I was talking about your exploits to Captain Ulrich.
Your Excellency.
Captain, Lieutenant, Quartermaster Manfred informed me that you had made several arrests.
Indeed. Lieutenant Ermelind confessed, which enabled us to flush out most of the gang.
I can't quite believe that all the arrested men are involved in this case. I know many of them, and could have sworn they were honorable people.
I'm sorry, Captain. I understand. It's a shock. We were all sure that our comrades would never be involved in this kind of thing.
Will you continue the investigation?
Of course. We can't stop our research until we've completely dismantled this organization.
Lieutenant Alexander was asking me to transfer him to New Serene, to be a part of the investigation there.
To manage it, if you allow it, my captain. I was honored to participate in the interrogations of Lieutenant Ermelind, and to be able to arrest all these criminals. I would not want to leave things half-finished.
As I told you, Lieutenant, I can't approve the transfer of an officer from another garrison. I must refer to the commander.
In any case, we're most grateful for your help. But we can now bring this investigation to an end without you.
I see. What goes on in the Guard is the Guard's own business.
It's a bit like that, yes. We can't let the actions of a small group compromise the reputation of the whole Guard.
You forget, once again, that you have not yet obtained your transfer, Lieutenant. In the meantime, please be dismissed.
At your orders, Captain. Goodbye, Your Excellency.
This brazen lieutenant is bordering on insubordination.
I'm sorry you had to hear this call to order. This lieutenant is inclined to forget who he's speaking to.
It must be the enthusiasm of youth.
It's possible. In any case, and contrary to what he said, we will still need your help.
Why's that?
Lieutenant Alexander claims that Ermelin's confession allowed him to arrest all these men. But I attended one of these interrogations, and all she talked about was a secret camp. The one in which Torsten's recruits received their special instruction for the coup d'etat.
A place I remember all too well.
I'm sure, Kurt. And I'm sorry for that. If I understood correctly, this place was taken back and used by the criminal organization. But our lieutenant did not mention it, which surprised me, and led me to doubt his sincerity. Perhaps Alexander failed to report it to increase his prestige later.
But he could have another motive. So you would like us to go there?
Indeed. And I'd like to accompany you. I am no longer a field officer, but I still know how to hold my own. And I want to see this case with my own eyes. You know the place, so you will be my guide.
Very well, Captain. You can count on me.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I will get going right away. Will you come with me?
Bah, bien sûr.
Yes, I'm ready. Let's hurry.
Bien sûr. On va pas laisser ça en suspens quand même.
We're almost there.
How would you like to proceed, Captain?
By the book. We'll go through the whole camp, neutralizing any threat.
Oui, en gros, tu veux qu'on bourrine comme des connards, quoi. Ça me pose aucun problème.
I've been waiting for you. I took the opportunity to look around the place. There are some soldiers in the camp. No doubt members of this criminal organization.
This must be Egon's hideaway. Smart move. As this camp had been dismantled, we had no reason to return here.
And Lieutenant Alexander never reported that Ermelin mentioned this place.
How should we proceed?
We will have to secure the 3 outer courtyards before entering the barracks. We can't risk being flanked.
Très bien. Donc j'ai voulu passer par le nord, qui est donc ici, mais je n'ai pas les capacités pour y aller, malheureusement. Donc on va se contenter de foncer dans le tas et de poutrer tout ce qui arrive. Hein. Par là. Je pense que ça devrait pas poser de problème. Il n'y a personne dans les cours, apparemment en tout cas. On va faire le tour du baraquement, ici. Voilà, qu'est-ce que vous voulez faire toi? Ah, bien joué! Bien joué! Ah, il a voulu me taper dans le dos, il s'est pris un coup de tromblon entre les yeux. Donc, du coup, ici, on est bon. Passer par en bas.
my blade. Then let's go.
Il y en a qui ont un peu plus d'armure. Et ça ne suffira pas. Il y a des gardes encore ici.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
Petit con qui essaye là-bas. Ah, dommage. Alors, il y a personne qui peut me looter un petit anneau mieux que ce que j'ai? Font chier. Donc du coup, ici on ne peut pas rentrer. C'est un petit peu plus loin. Ici. Très bien. En mode fufu. On va essayer de voir. On nous a dit de monter. Ça c'est fait. Il faut encore monter. Très bien. On va y aller à la bourrin. C'est nous.
Lieutenant Klaus. So you are part of this disgusting plot.
Lay down your weapons, Lieutenant. Any resistance is futile. Your troops have been decimated.
I will not surrender, Your Excellency. Death is sweeter than the price of treason.
If you speak,
À ta
we
guise.
will be lenient.
You, maybe, but Egon, I doubt it. Farewell.
He's poisoned.
The plague. I'd have liked to have questioned that traitor.
Il y a des documents à prendre. D'accord. Il y a encore plein de documents. On va voir ce que c'est. D'accord. Ça c'est des clients.
These letters are signed by Egon. We must go to the office of the leader of these criminals.
I could study the handwriting to find out who's behind this pseudonym.
Du coup il faut descendre.
It's Sergeant Franz. Poor man. He paid dearly for the help he
Ouais,
gave
j'en
us.
étais sûr.
He was beaten to death.
Quartermaster Herbert ordered him to accompany Lieutenant Alexander to answer Manfred's questions, but he never made it to New Serene.
I was sure that the lieutenant was not genuine. He must be involved.
C'était sûr. Pauvre Franz. On a quelque chose à voir dans les parages. Bonjour messieurs.
A bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go.
Parce qu'il devrait y avoir des documents. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça?
It looks like poison.
Du poison. Qu'est-ce que ça peut bien être? D'accord, ouais, ils veulent défoncer vraiment tout le monde.
This document talks about eliminating the witnesses to the case.
Manfred and us are definitely on that list. We did a good job, Your Excellency. Egon will never come back from a hit like this.
Certainly. But we know that there are still criminals amongst your troops, including their leader.
We know that Lieutenant Alexander is involved in all this. The sergeant's body, and the fact that he didn't tell us about this camp, are telltale signs. Perhaps he will be able to provide us with a lead. Otherwise, we still have these letters.
Remember that we are targets. Just like Manfred, we will have to stay alert.
You are right. Let's get back to New Serene as soon as possible. You'll hand over the evidence to Quartermaster Manfred and assure yourself of his safety. I will go and ask our insolent lieutenant for an explanation.
Très bien. Donc du coup, on va aller à la nouvelle sirène. On se retrouve là-bas pour conclure, je pense, cette quête. Je vous dis à tout de suite. Donc, on est arrivé pour faire notre rapport à Manfred.
Your Excellency, I wasn't sure I'd see you alive again.
How did you know we were here? Did the captain tell you?
He was arrested while coming back here. Lieutenant Alexander said he was finally reported by his accomplices.
That lieutenant has some nerve. We know he's involved. We found the body of the sergeant who was to accompany him here. He got rid of him to punish him for helping us, or to stop him from revealing more. We also found this document saying that everyone who knows about the case should be eliminated. You're in danger, and they've already found a way to get rid of the captain.
Most of the men who are loyal to him are in jail. I can't do anything without help. I've been trying to get the commander. If anybody can restore order to all of this, she can.
Here, take this evidence and show it to her.
Alas, there's nothing in there that clearly indicates who Egon is.
The recent actions of Lieutenant Alexander suggest that he's the brains behind this operation. And we only have to compare his handwriting with these letters to be sure.
I'm going to join the commander, but you should intervene. I'm afraid he'll get rid of the captain.
Arrêtez le véritable Egon. D'accord.
Your Excellency! What a joy to see you again. We finally stopped Egon. The captain will be happy.
Naturally. And that is why you were surrounded by the men I apprehended. We visited your secret camp and found the body of poor Sergeant Franz, who, in spite of his death, continues to betray you. You are a member of this organization, Lieutenant. And when we compare your handwriting to the letters we have seized, it wouldn't surprise me to discover that Egon is none other than you.
We prepared a discreet death for you, worthy of your uncle's court. A little poison, and our troublesome diplomat would have been out of the way. But since you leave us with no choice, finish them. It'll be a real pleasure.
Finally, our revenge has come.
Poison on my blade. Let's go!
No, no, no! Why did you have to stick your nose in our business?
If you had not been so careless, so eager to get rich and climb to the top, maybe we would never have discovered your operations. Surrender, Alexander. Unless you prefer Egon.
Let me go! I could make you rich.
I doubt that the commander would find that arrangement acceptable.
Wretches!
I've been waiting to put this pathetic scoundrel in a hole for a long time. May I?
Be my guest, Kurt.
Your Excellency, Lieutenant Alexander was court-martialed and will soon be executed.
You have my gratitude, Your Excellency. Without you, this assassin would have probably strangled me in prison.
Manfred gave me all the evidence you gathered and told me about the case. I'm just sorry he didn't tell me about it sooner.
My apologies, Commander. But you've been so busy since starting your new position. I never thought the case would be so big.
Be that as it may, the high-ranking culprits have been punished, and the foot soldiers will be sent back to the continent. A few months on the front should bring them back to reality. We owe you so much, Your Excellency. Without you, the Guard would probably be nothing more than a band of brigands. I am extremely grateful. I will not forget what you did for us.
Don't mention it, Commander.
Ah, niveau 28. Ça c'est cool. Bon, par contre, je n'ai pas eu mes loots. Merde, ça c'est sa chambre. On verra peut-être plus tard. Donc de ce côté. Je commence à m'égarer moi. On va voir si dans la cour à l'arrière. C'est par où? Putain, je m'en souviens même plus moi. Par là on peut, il me semble, non? Ah, il n'y a plus personne quoi. Mes loot, bordel. Bon bah écoutez les amis, je pense qu'on va pouvoir s'arrêter là. On a pu conclure la quête sur Egon. Enfin, on a su qui c'est. Si vous avez aimé cet épisode, je vous invite à liker, ça me fera plaisir. Si vous voulez continuer à me suivre dans cette aventure et que vous n'êtes pas abonné, je vous invite à le faire. Sur ce, je vous dis à la prochaine.